We've got some breaking news to talk about here at Talking Ball, and Ven-Allen Lubin is not coming back to North Carolina as he said on April 21st. Instead, on June 1st, he will be transferring to NC State. And speaking of what he said on April 21st, I'm going to paraphrase here, but the extent of what he said with his tweet when he entered the transfer portal was he had the full intent to return to North Carolina. And the reason he was entering the transfer portal was, quote, complexities surrounding the possible NCAA settlement. Well, we're about a month and a half later, and not only has he not returned to North Carolina, he will be joining in-state rival NC State for the upcoming season. So let's unpack this a little bit. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel. Let's start with the NC State side. NC State, Coach Will Wade has been rebuilding this NC State team in the offseason. He's brought in a lot of smaller guys, guards, wings, but he hasn't got a big. Now, Ven-Allen Lubin isn't the biggest big man, but he has shown he can be productive in that role. He averaged 9 points, 5.5 rebounds, and a block, shooting 68% for North Carolina on the season last year. But in the last 11 games, when North Carolina was playing better, a lot of it had to do with Ven-Allen Lubin also playing better. 13.5 points in that stretch, 7 rebounds, a block, and basically the same field goal percentage for Lubin. So I think it's a big get for NC State, who needed a big. I think Lubin will certainly start for NC State and Coach Will Wade. And I think he's going to be an important piece for them, playing probably 20 to 25 minutes per night for the Wolfpack. Now, for North Carolina, what does this mean for them? Well, it's a tough blow this late in the transfer portal. They're going to they don't necessarily have to get a big, but it would be nice if they can get another big. The options are a little bit limited at this point in the portal. As of right now, their options at the center spot, Henry Vesar, who is certainly in competition with Lubin to start at the center spot, and maybe that's why Lubin left. He felt like Vesar was going to start. He was going to come off the bench. Maybe he wanted to go somewhere where he would definitely start. Jaron Stevenson has played more so, I would say, at the 4 than the 5 for Alabama in the past, but he is 6'11". He could certainly play at the 5. And then James Brown, he didn't play much as a freshman, but he certainly has the size to play inside now as a sophomore. So those are the options for North Carolina in the front court. It has been a mixed bag of an offseason for the Tar Heels. Losing Drake Powell to the draft, I thought he could certainly come back. Losing Ian Jackson, and now Ven-Allen Lubin to the transfer portal. So, yeah, they have brought in some good players like Keon Evans, Jonathan Powell, Stevenson, and Vesar. They've got a good freshman class headed by Caleb Wilson. So not all hope is lost here for the Tar Heels. Just a tough move for the Tar Heels and just bad timing, quite frankly, for them to get this news on June 1st. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Until next time, peace.